Good evening, I'm Anchor Name. Tonight, a significant diplomatic push at the White House centered on securing Ukraine's future. President Volodymyr Zelenskyy, joined by a delegation of prominent European leaders, met with President Trump to discuss pathways to end the prolonged conflict with Russia. The primary focus of these high-stakes discussions was the critical issue of security guarantees for Ukraine. President Trump expressed optimism, suggesting a reasonable chance of ending the war if trilateral talks involving Ukraine, Russia, and the U.S. can materialize. He stated, quote, "We're going to work with everybody, and we're going to make sure that if there's peace, the peace is going to stay a long time." Trump indicated that while European nations would form the first line of defense, the U.S. would offer substantial assistance, potentially through weapon sales to Ukraine and European allies, though he remained non-committal on the involvement of U.S. troops. This meeting follows President Trump's recent summit with Russian President Vladimir Putin in Alaska. For President Zelenskyy, this marked a return to the White House, with a notably different tone than previous encounters. He expressed gratitude for President Trump's personal efforts to de-escalate the violence. President Trump confirmed he would be speaking with President Putin following his meeting with Zelenskyy. The presence of numerous European leaders, including the prime ministers of Britain, Italy, and Germany, alongside the presidents of France and Finland, and the NATO Secretary General, underscored a united front. These leaders aimed to influence the ongoing dialogue and prevent any potential pressure on Ukraine to accept an unfavorable peace deal. They also sought to address President Trump's earlier suggestions of territorial exchanges, a proposal President Zelenskyy has explicitly opposed. While President Trump did mention the possibility of possible exchanges of territory, the European leaders largely avoided the topic, emphasizing instead collective action and optimism for a resolution. NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte called President Trump's willingness to participate in security guarantees a big step and a breakthrough. French President Emmanuel Macron echoed this sentiment, stating, quote, "You can count on us as we count on you." However, a key point of divergence emerged regarding a ceasefire. While President Trump has shifted his stance, now advocating for a full peace agreement over an immediate ceasefire, several European leaders, including German Chancellor Friedrich Merz and French President Macron, stressed the necessity of a truce to facilitate serious negotiations. For now, the focus remains on securing Ukraine's long-term security amidst these complex diplomatic maneuvers. We will continue to follow these developments closely. If you like our content, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel, News Today.